I'm going to give you 3 secrets to help you choose the perfect concealed carry for you. But first, hi, I'm Kevin Michalowski, Director of Content here at the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. If you're new to this channel, we help responsibly armed Americans like you get educated, trained, and insured. And if you're already a USCCA member, we help you get educated, trained, and insured. You can find links to membership in the description below. So today, we're talking about choosing the perfect concealed carry for you. So let's go ahead and dive into that right now. Secret number 1 is understanding how the gun fits you and your lifestyle. When you're looking for a concealed carry, you want something that fits comfortably inside your waistband or outside your waistband, depending upon what kind of holster you choose. But it also needs to fit your lifestyle. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a weekend warrior and you only occasionally carry, you may not need all the bells and whistles that come with some of the higher-end handguns. You just need something reliable, easy to use, and easy to maintain. However, if you are someone who carries every day, all day, then you're going to want something that's more refined, maybe something with night sights, maybe even a threaded barrel so you can add a suppressor in the future. Maybe you need something with bigger grips so you can get a better purchase on the gun when you're wearing gloves. Maybe you need a larger magazine capacity. The point is that you should think about how you're going to use the gun and make sure it meets your needs. And that's important because if it doesn't meet your needs, you're not going to carry it. Because if you're not carrying it, you might as well not even have bought it, right? So make sure that you understand how the gun fits your lifestyle. Now, one thing you should also consider is whether you want a revolver or a semi-automatic. Revolvers are simple, they're reliable, and they're very low maintenance. However, they typically only hold 6 rounds. And if you need to practice and train and become proficient with the gun, you're going to have to buy additional ammunition that costs significantly more than the cost of the firearm itself. Semi-automatics, on the other hand, hold more rounds, usually come with magazines that hold between 10 and 17 rounds, and the ammunition is generally less expensive. Additionally, many semi-automatics have optics and rail systems on them, and there's also a greater variety of holsters available for semi-automatics than there are for revolvers. But semi-automatics do require more maintenance. You have to make sure that you keep the chamber flag and the magazine safe, and you have to make sure that you keep the gun clean. So it's up to you to decide which one is best for you. Some people would argue that revolvers are the only way to go, while others would argue that semi-automatics are the only way to go. The reality is that both of them can work. Both of them can be effective tools for concealed carry. So it's up to you to determine which one is best for you based upon your needs, wants, and abilities. Secret number 2 is balance concealability with shootability. Now, these two things seem to be at odds with each other, but they don't have to be. Many guns on the market today were specifically designed with concealability in mind. Take a look at the micro-compacts. They're smaller, they're slimmer, and they're easier to conceal than traditional full-size handguns. Additionally, many of these micro-compacts have interchangeable back straps or grips, so you can increase the size and the feel of the handgun in your hand. Some of these micro-compacts also have interchangeable barrels and magazines. So, for example, you could have a longer barrel, say 4 inches, with a shorter grip, and that would make it easier for you to conceal the gun in your jacket pocket. Or, you could have a longer grip and a longer barrel, and that makes the gun easier to shoot. So, again, you really need to think about what is important to you. Is concealability a priority, or is shootability a priority? Because again, you want something that you're comfortable carrying and you want something that you're comfortable shooting. And many manufacturers are offering options that allow you to change out grips, change out barrels, change out magazine sizes so that you can get the exact size that you want. So make sure that you take advantage of those options. Secret number 3 is making sure that your concealed carry fits your holster. And that sounds obvious, but it's actually not as common as you might think. There are several different types of holsters available. There are inside the waistband holsters, outside the waistband holsters, paddle holsters, shoulder holsters, chest rigs, all kinds of stuff out there. And then there are different retention devices from passive retention to active retention. And then there are different materials. Some holsters are made of leather, some are made of plastic, some are made of a hybrid of both. And then there's concealment options. Some holsters are designed for a specific type of clothing, like a suit, for example. Others are designed for more casual wear, so there are lots of options. And it's important to find the right holster for the right gun, because if you have a gun that's too big for the holster, it's not going to conceal properly. And if you have a gun that's too small for the holster, it may not retain properly. So make sure that you check the specifications before you buy both the holster and the gun, to make sure that they're compatible. Additionally, the holster should be comfortable. You should be able to put it on easily and take it off easily, and it shouldn't leave marks on your body. The last thing you want is a holster that leaves marks on your body, especially if you're wearing a white shirt. That can really ruin your day. So make sure that you try on the holster before you buy it. And the same goes for the gun. You want to make sure that the gun is comfortable for you to wear. It should fit in your holster without any issues, and it should be easy for you to draw the gun and fire it accurately. The bottom line is this: there is no perfect concealed carry. Every gun has its strengths and weaknesses, and it's up to you to determine what is important to you in a concealed carry and what you're willing to compromise on. So take your time, do your research, try out different guns, and find the one that works best for you. And remember, you're only as good as your weakest link, so make sure that you have all the training and education necessary to use your concealed carry effectively. Because if you don't have the skills to match the tool, well then you're just holding a hunk of metal in your hand. As always, if you want more information, we have an entire library of information on our website at U.S. Concealed Carry Association.org. You can find links to everything that we talked about today, plus you can sign up for a free USCCA account to get access to our monthly newsletter, monthly webcast, and monthly giveaways. And finally, if you're not a USCCA member, we encourage you to join. As a not-for-profit organization, our mission is to make sure that our members are educated, trained, and insured. Because if you're carrying a gun, you should never be without these three things. We have several different membership levels, and we offer payment plans on all of them. And as a USCCA member, you'll get access to all of our online training courses as well as discounts on gym apparel, gym accessories, and much, much more. You can find links to membership in the description below. Until then, stay safe,